Hello, my friends. I hope you're having a fabulous, outstanding day. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have not, please smash the subscribe. Click on the like, click on the bell, tell your friends that I have some good tidbits, and I hope you get something out of this one. Today's video is about locking up your bike. And I made a video before about insurance, and I told you that if you buy a kryptonite lock, depending on what level, this is kryptonite evolution level 7. Depending on what level you buy, for $34.95, you can buy 3 years of theft insurance for up to $2,500, which is what I bought for my Roxy, because my Roxy cost me, it was $3,000, and the seller gave me a 10% veteran discount. So $2,600. So $2,500 is close enough for me. So Kryptonite has videos on their website about how to lock it up. The most important thing is to lock it up to an immovable object, a long pole, a telephone pole, a light pole, not a metal sign, not a tree, something immovable. And to try to lock up the frame first, then the rear wheel, then the front wheel. So depending on where you're locking it up and for how long you're going to lock it up, you're going to do the best you can. I actually have this kryptonite lock, and if I was going to lock it up for a super long period of time, depending on where, I have another cheap old bicycle cable from decades ago that I would also loop around the front tire. But let me show you how I would do it. We're going to do an inside demonstration today because it's still freezing and snowy outside, but I have that shovel there that represents an immovable object. And so the kryptonite comes, this one comes with the U-lock and the cable, and we're going to unlock it here with the key. Then it comes apart. Then the goal, Kryptonite says to try to get this part around the rear wheel and the immovable object. Well, like most e-bikes, this tire here, it's 4 inches plus the frame. You're never going to get this around. You'd have to buy one of their level 10s, which weighs like 20 pounds. It's just not practical. So what you want to do is this is the immovable object. You go around the immovable object and bring it down through the frame, pointing downward. Then you take your cable and you go through the frame and your wheel, come back around, loop it onto your U-lock, slide it on there, and then you're locked. So right now, you're locked around an immovable object, frame, and then you got your rear wheel protected also to the frame. And you could have brought this around here too. I also have an alarm on this bike that if I was going to leave it, depending on what area I was and how long I was going to leave it, I would also set the alarm. And if somebody has a cutter, you're not going to cut it with bolt cutters. You're going to have a grinder. If they cut this, I have insurance. Now, if I left this like this, I'd take a picture of this setup with my phone so that I'd have evidence that I locked it properly around an immovable object, around through the frame, and then through here. My battery has a lock, so they're not going to get that. That's like the most valuable thing on the bike is the battery. And so you just have to, depends on where you are and what your immovable object is, but the goal really is to make it as difficult as possible lock facing downward, and immovable object, frame first, and then the wheels. This has a motor on the front, and like I said, I have a, if I was going somewhere and I was going to be left for a long time, I have another old-fashioned bike lock that I could run through the front and then back up and reach here. So that's just a little quick tidbit about locking up your bike. I like this lock. I got it on sale for like 65, 70 bucks. There's other locks out there too that offer insurance. I would definitely buy one that does offer insurance. I definitely would buy the insurance because it's cheaper than buying the insurance through your regular insurance company. And you just have to make sure you lock it up in a well-lit spot and just be vigilant that you're locking it up properly. So I hope you got something out of that. Thank you very much for watching. Please smash the subscribe, click on the like, click on the bell, tell your friends. Thank you. I love you. See ya.